Hello and welcome to Saltmarsh Films. I'm one half of Saltmarsh Films. My name is Bethany. The other half is on this backing track. His name is Tom. And today we have a very exciting different type of video for you today. If you're familiar with the channel, then you know we've done a lot of music videos and video essays, but today we are reviewing a software. So thank you to Dehancer for reaching out to us. We're gonna look through what this software offers for videographers and photographers like ourselves and see how it can shape our style or help us emulate a certain atmosphere that we're going for. Our channel atmosphere is pretty important to us. We're kind of lucky we live in Aotearoa in New Zealand, and so we get a lot of the magical scenery that other people come here to see, and we just kind of live amongst it. So we feel very lucky in that regard, and it's really great to have something like Dehancer that we can really enhance some of those scenes that we're looking for. So we're going to look at the software and see what it might offer for us and for you if you're interested. And if you stay until the end of the video, we'll give you a little discount code if this is something you're interested in. Dehancer is an OFX plugin suite for film like color grading and film effects. So if that is something that you're into, you like that nostalgia look, or there's something with a short film that you're working on that this look could really elevate it, then this is definitely a neat software for you to check out. So it functions much like the other color profiles. I personally edit videos in Final Cut Pro, and I like to occasionally edit photos on my phone, and they also have a new iOS app, which we'll look at as well. So we went out on a specific mission for this, and you can see the vlog footage here, and then we're gonna stop on the still photograph here. And then we're gonna move. I've already downloaded everything in, which I will say took a little bit, and I got the little spinny wheel of death, so I had to exit out of Final Cut Pro a few times, which was a little frustrating, but it's fine, we got there. And it can be a little laggy, but it may be the files on my computer because my computer really struggles for space. So we're going to drag Dehancer over, and then you can see it's already automatically on Kodak Vision 3 250D. Not really sure why, but it does start on that one. And then look at all of these that you have to choose from. If you've worked with film, you might be familiar with the names of these or what this color profile should look like. I'm not as familiar, so I'm learning. So it's very cool to read these names and recognize them in other styles of film or photography. Depending on how you shot the photograph or recorded the video, it's gonna look a bit different. This is in vlog, so it's really grayscale here. Usually I'm filming in Cine, so it's a little bit more orangey and more bright colors, but I decided to go for the vlog look. And Tom's camera, which is a little bit different than mine, he has an Olympus, that has a bit more grayscale to the video and photographs that come out of it based on how he's filming and taking photos. So you can click on all these different color profiles. The only thing I wish is when you hovered over it, I want the color to appear like other color profiles do when you're editing in Final Cut. So you have to click on it, and then you gotta reopen the menu as you're messing around with different ones. So we're gonna click on one of these color profiles that look good, and then you can kind of go through the options from there. And then up here you also have the exposure meter that you can mess with, the temperature, you can even mess with the tint. You also can work with the contrast boost, gamma correction, color separation, color boost. You got the impact, how much it's showing up, white point, tonal range, and remember to click enabled at the bottom because that was something I had to learn the hard way. One thing I do really like is there is a print profile. So automatically it will be on linear, but if you click down on these, it'll kind of show how the print would look. And I really like adding that to the photo depending on what color profile that I'm choosing. I mess around with that too. You can mess with the film grain, halation, bloom, film damage. That one's kind of interesting. film breath, gate weave, and my personal favorite, the overscan effect. It seems silly, but I really like adding it as an option. It just adds an element of that film strip that I think some of us really enjoy. The only thing I wish is you could add different photos at the top and bottom so you could kind of have like a film reel moving. I think that would be really interesting, but currently that is not an option. So you kind of pick and choose which one works for whatever style that you're going for. So we're gonna leave that as an Ultra Panavision just for funsies. You can have it negative or positive. Positive has the white, obviously. Negative is a little darker and kind of has that red tint to it. So there you go. So that's the vlog with that grayscale look. And there's our edited film emulation. So yes, it works as a preset, and then you can kind of mess around with the functions from there. So Dehancer has a new iOS app that you can edit in, and I personally love this because I like finishing my day of work and I'm on my computer a lot, and it's nice to edit photos on my phone and have that as an option because my other photo editing program, which is Luminar Neo, does not have a mobile app. So we can go into the app and you can click on one of the photos. Click on one of these pathway photos. Those are always easy to do. It'll show your last edit, which is kind of nice because you can edit similar if you would like. When you open the app, there's going to be different preset options in here. You can look at your original, you can look at the last edit that you did, and you can also scroll through, find something that you like and add it to favorites so you can tell which ones that you've already used and that you like using. You can click through here. This is what I wish the plugin on Final Cut Pro had, is that I could see what the color would look like without clicking into it. So I like being able to scroll on here and look at all the different profiles that I could choose from. So we'll click on the Konica Impressa, and then we can click on edit, and you're gonna have those same options that's on the plugin on your computer. So you got the source, which is the photo itself. You got the different film profiles, and you can click through those again. Or you get the developer compression option, expand, print, color head. I personally like messing around with the colors. Film grain, halation, bloom, vignette. Film damage is interesting to mess with because you can add the dust amount, you can add hairs, you can add scratches, you can really give it a rustic look if you would like. And then we also have the overscan option, so you can pick between those. And then I like to scale it a little bit, and that's what I've been doing when I post my photos if you've been following along. You can also flip which side the film strip is on, which is pretty cool. And then if you're totally satisfied with your choices, you can go ahead and save it to your phone. It'll automatically save to iPhotos. I have an iPhone 15, so it works pretty fast. The only thing is when I was loading out videos, like this example, it took far too much time. It took several minutes, which maybe my patience was just like not as high that day. But it took a few minutes to load out. So that's something to consider if you're trying to do something really quickly. Video's definitely gonna take a bit longer. And from there, I had to edit the video in a different app. I would love to be able to video edit within Dehancer app, but I know that's currently not a feature and that's not what their focus is. So overall, I absolutely love this app, and I'm not paid to say that. They asked for an honest review, and I really like working with these color profiles. I think it's already in line with something that we like with the coloring for our channel, and it'll be really exciting to set up some different music videos and short stories where we can pull that emotive edge with these color profiles. So if this is something you're interested in, you can get our discount code. You can just head on over to Dehancer.com or on the App Store and use the discount code SaltMarshFilms for 10% off, and then we get a little kickback for that, and that supports the channel. Thank you to Dehancer for trusting us with your software. I have absolutely enjoyed messing around with the different colors, finding what different styles that I like, and adding that emotive edge to my photography and my videography. I really recommend this app. I know it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but if this is something that you want to emanate in your own short films, videos, or photography, then this is definitely a great app for you. And I'm really excited to learn more and more how to work with it and more how to change the coloring to fit the mood of our music and the mood of our stories. This was a little different video today, but thanks for sticking with me. And if you're interested in more types of editing videos, or as we're learning, we're still both very new to this sphere. So if you want to learn together, let me know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe. See you next time.